Hi everybody, it's your weekly boost. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to part 2 of this 3-part mini-series about seasonal affective disorder. In the first episode, we discussed winter onset type SAD, which usually begins in late autumn and lasts all the way through the winter months. Now on the flip side, what if I were to tell you that summer holidays, basking in the sun, vacations, having fun outdoors, and more light during the day actually brings some individuals a true sense of sadness and despair? So today we're diving into summer onset seasonal affective disorder, or sometimes called reverse SAD. And even though it's much less talked about than the winter type, it's very real and it's very valid, and it affects more people than you might think. Now, summer seasonal affective disorder is a mood disorder where symptoms show up surprisingly, right when everyone else seems excited for summer and warm weather. Most people begin noticing symptoms in the late spring, and they typically peak midsummer when heat and daylight hours are at their highest. For some, the shift is sudden. For others, it creeps up gradually as the temperatures climb. Now, common symptoms include anxiety, irritability, restlessness, insomnia, loss of appetite, agitation, and an overall sense of emotional discomfort. Some people describe feeling like their internal thermostat is off, or that their body just doesn't tolerate summer the way other people do. What makes this type of SAD interesting is that, unlike the winter version, which is strongly tied to latitude and the amount of sunlight you get, or rather don't get, summer onset SAD isn't really about where you live. It's about the conditions you're exposed to. That's why it can show up almost anywhere in the world, even in places with mild summers. The biggest triggers tend to be environmental. Intense heat and humidity are two major ones. They can make you feel physically drained, overstimulated, and trapped indoors. Long stretches of bright light, especially early sunrises, can disrupt your sleep and set your circadian rhythm out of sync. Poor sleep, in turn, can snowball into anxiety or irritability. There are also sensory and social pressures. Crowded outdoor spaces, noise, social expectations to be busy or active, body image stress with summer clothing, and allergies that flare up during warmer months. All of these can subtly chip away at someone's mental well-being. Because it's so condition dependent, summer seasonal affective disorder is most commonly reported in areas with hot, humid climates, like the southeastern United States, parts of South Asia, and northern Australia. It's also seen in places with very long, bright summer days, even if they aren't extremely hot, like Canada and Northern Europe. Cities with intense heat island effects also show higher rates. In terms of how common it is, it's still much less prevalent than winter onset seasonal affective disorder. Globally, estimates vary, but research suggests that roughly 10 to 20% of all people with SAD experience the summer onset form. Because it's both less common and less understood, it doesn't get the same visibility or research funding as winter seasonal affective disorder, which is why many people haven't even heard of it. And unfortunately, this lack of awareness can create stigma. Some people with summer SAD face comments like, "How can you be depressed? It's summertime." Now, if you're someone who deals with this, the good news is that there are practical ways to manage symptoms. Many people find relief by creating a cooler, darker sleep environment, using blackout curtains and keeping their bedroom air-conditioned or well-ventilated at night. Now, staying hydrated is a must. Pacing physical activity, avoiding peak heat hours, and spending time in quiet, low-stimulation indoor spaces can all help stabilize mood. Well, what if all those strategies aren't enough? Is summer SAD treatable from a medical standpoint? Yes. Therapies like CBT or cognitive behavioral therapy have strong evidence behind it. Some people benefit from chronotherapy or circadian-focused approaches that help stabilize sleep cycles. And medication in combination with these therapies can be something to consider under the recommendation of a reputable mental health care professional, and after you've considered it personally because you've done your own research. So again, I want to emphasize, summer onset seasonal affective disorder is treatable, just like its winter counterpart. Different triggers, different season, but same validity. So if summer doesn't feel like your season the way everyone expects it to, you're not alone, and you're not imagining it. Understanding how your body responds to environmental stressors is a powerful first step toward finding relief. I hope this has helped bring more awareness to seasonal affective disorder summer onset type. Next week, in the final part of this mini-series, we'll focus entirely on the stigma and discrimination surrounding seasonal affective disorder, why it happens, and how it affects people. and most importantly, what we can do to shift the conversation towards compassion and understanding. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye for now.